Welcome to the Black Gay History Channel. Please share this video and subscribe to this channel for more captivating content. With everything going on in the world, I think it's time we learn about each other's differences. I was raised Christian, but always had a curiosity about Islam once I realized many of my West African ancestors were likely Muslim too. However, as a gay man, I am always going to be critical about the homophobia in religion and on the African continent. Here in Toronto, I've finally had interactions with more Muslim people than I ever have in my life, and there are many gay and queer black men, especially from North and Eastern African communities, living closeted or discreetly. Make no mistake, I'm critical of Christianity and homophobia in the Americas as well, but despite these setbacks, there are black, gay, and LGBTQ Muslims, or those that come from Muslim-majority communities. And their stories deserve to be heard. Here's a quick list of some captivating films, most of which I've seen, that feature black and gay Muslim stories. The Road to Love in 2001. Until recently, I'd never heard of this movie, but I have several reasons why I think it's significant for black, gay, or Muslim viewers. The Road to Love is a movie that tells the story of an Algerian French college student beginning a sociology study of gay Islamic homosexualities and discovers gay love with another young Muslim man in France. The two young men, Karim and Farid, go out on a mission throughout Europe and northern African countries like Morocco and Algiers to find other gay Muslim men to be a part of their travels. Though Morocco and Algiers are heavily Arabized, there are still black and black Arab mixed people still living in Morocco and Algiers today. The Road to Love won the Freedom Award in 2003 at the Outfest Film Festival in LA, a film festival I've been lucky enough to attend several times in more recent years. It's always epic. I think this film depicting the history of gay life in these countries is important, and I'll likely come back and do a full review of this film in the future. My Brother the Devil, 2012. My Brother the Devil is a 2012 film about British Egyptian brothers who are figuring out their lives and connections to gang culture in London's inner cities. These first-generation Londoners are secular Muslims and seem to be more interested in impressing their thug friends, many of whom are young black adolescents. But while the older brother Rashid wants to break away from his toxic friends, his younger brother Mo, who looks up to him, wants to be a part of the gang culture as well. I watched this film several years ago thinking this film was interesting, honest, and ironic for so many reasons. When Rashid meets Saeed, an older man who supports his new life goals, his younger brother grows suspicious of these two men's connection and soon discovers the men have become intimate. I thought this film was interesting for depicting how black and Arab cultures coexist and how, as a thug, Rashid has his brother's respect, but as a gay man, he lost it. I didn't realize it then, but after looking at clips of the film again online, I realized our Wakanda queen, Letitia Wright, plays a significant role in this movie as Aisha, Mo's young hijabi love interest. Salvation Army, 2013. Another film I'm excited to see, and I hope is already on one of my streaming platforms, is the 2013 dramatic film Salvation Army that depicts the story of a young teenager in Casablanca, Morocco, who is trying to integrate his gay identity into his family life. The trailer for this movie is insane because this teenager has so many encounters with grown men from the street who should know better. But because of homophobia, these presumably straight men can objectify him, while him being a more visibly gay kid becomes the target of discrimination. I'm so shocked that it's been over a decade that this film has been out. But if I hadn't Googled gay Muslim films in Africa, I'd never known about this movie. In the trailer for this film, the young boy, Abdallah, is called in the market by an elder man who's selling in the market. And his father tells him to go to the other man while he waits for him outside. While alone in the back of the shop, the man starts to stare at him deep in his eyes and caressing his hands. When Abdallah leaves the market, he has fresh vegetables in his hands. Is this film about grooming, and did his father know what would happen to Abdallah and left him alone anyway? I will still have to watch this movie and get to the bottom of what this film is about. Young boys are still targeted in these incredibly homophobic countries, and I hope this film addresses that problem. Naz Malik, 2017. Naz Malik is the 2017 coming-of-age teen drama that follows the story of two adolescents, Naz and Malik, as they enjoy summer days on the streets of New York. In between making cash and roaming the streets of Brooklyn, the two also foster their budding romantic relationship, but don't realize that they are being watched by the police as well as Naz's little sister, who found a used condom in the bathroom trash. As young black Muslims, the young men innocently tried to get by and explore their intimate relationships while also adhering to their faith. Wherever Naz and Malik go, they seem to be under constant scrutiny and surveillance from the outside world for their race, sexualities, and religious beliefs. I enjoy this film for its adorable portrayal of Naz and Malik's affection for one another, as well as the depiction of the very real struggles and hurdles young black gay men experience trying to create relationships and bonds with each other. As a young gay teen who had his own intimate relationships with guys back in the day while being raised in a religious conservative family, this movie definitely hit home for me. Green Book 2018. In 2018, Dawn Shirley was immortalized in the biopic film The Green Book, depicting Shirley's many musical tours through America's segregated South in the 1950s and 60s. Dawn Shirley was a classical pianist who broke barriers for black musicians in classical musical performance spaces during and after the segregation era in American history. Though Shirley never expressly spoke about his sexuality to the press, he expressed to his family that he would like for his entire truth to be told once he had passed. Though met with controversy for its sanitized portrayal of the racist segregated American South, Green Book would go on to win Best Picture at the 91st Annual Academy Awards, as well as Best Supporting Actor for Mahershala Ali's performance as Dawn Shirley. The star Mahershala Ali has won this award twice, and he had previously won for his groundbreaking role in the black gay coming-of-age story Moonlight. Ali won the Best Supporting Actor for that film in 2017, making him the first Muslim actor to win an Oscar, and he's only the second black actor to win the Best Supporting Actor award twice. That's why it's so epic that a straight Muslim black man can play in two important black gay movies and make history. El Hub 2022. El Hub, which means the love in Arabic, is the 2022 film about a Moroccan family living in the Netherlands who grapples with discovering their eldest son, Kareem, is gay. Kareem is a popular, handsome, and successful bachelor who is constantly getting women's names and numbers from his mother, but after his father accidentally catches him in a compromising position at his apartment, he realizes he has to deal with his big secret. As Kareem and his family fight in his childhood home about the gravity of the news he shares, we also get incredible flashbacks to his partying days where he falls in love with Kofi, an openly gay Ghanaian expatriate who can see the pain that Kareem is carrying around. There was a lot of great chemistry between these two characters, and Kofi tries his best to be patient with dating Kareem, while Kareem is terrified to be seen by someone he knows out on a date or being affectionate with another man. I really love this movie and the characters, and I also enjoyed that I got more of a peek into Islam, a religion I've never been properly acquainted with. For instance, after watching this movie, I'm not sure that I'd ever seen a depiction of a Muslim funeral before. There are some really heart-wrenching scenes where Kareem struggles with the guilt of not supporting a family cousin who was caught with a man, and the flashbacks of those distressed man's last words haunt him as he contends with his own outing. This film is definitely worth the watch and got a whopping 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it looks like critics agree with me. After reviewing this video on the Black Gay History Channel's TikTok page, the lead actor in this film, who plays Kareem, Fadl Zawi, left some thankful and encouraging comments on our video, which had me so psyched. It's always nice to know your work is appreciated.